Good afternoon, everybody. So, today we are going to read the last chapter from the book Vistas, the last chapter from literature, chapter 5, that is Ivan's Tries and O Level, written by Colin Dexter. So, the author is Colin Dexter, and the name of the chapter is Evans tries an O level. Now, what is O level? What do you say, Sunny? What is O level? It's a exam. It's the name of the exam. It's a diploma exam, certificate exam there in German language. Okay. So this chapter also raises a question, that is, should criminals in prison be given the opportunity of learning and education? What do you say? Should prisoner, criminal in prison be given the opportunity of learning or education? You say yes. But what happens when the cases like Ivan's appear? Giving opportunity is good, but what about the cases like Ivan, the person like Ivan's? So it breaks the trust of the governor and the government. So of course, for the reformation of the prisoner or the criminal, it is good. And all the countries, even India, if any prisoner, if any criminal is willing to educate himself, willing for higher education, he is allowed, he is given a special permission even by the government of that particular region or country. There have been many cases when prisoners, they stayed in the prison, they accomplished their sentence, whatever the punishment was there, and meanwhile remaining in the jail, they even got a degree. They got a good degree and passed in distinction. Now, here the chapter which we are reading, it is about Evans. Ivan is a criminal, but he is not violent. He doesn't use violence, even though he's a criminal. So, we are introduced to the character of the chapter. So, the first character is Secretary of Board Examination. Second one is the governor of HM prison in Oxford. The name of the prison is HM prison in Oxford. Third one, we have James Roderick Ivan himself. He is a prisoner. People also call him Ivan the jailbreak, Ivan the escape, or Ivan the jailbreak, because he has already three times escaped from the jail. Three times already he has escaped from the jail, and now it would be fourth attempt. Next is Mr. Jackson. He is a senior prison officer. He is the in charge of Ivan's cell in the prison. He has got a subordinate assistant, a new recruit in the police, that is Stephen, Mr. Stephen. Then S. McClary, he is an invigilator who was given the duty to invigilate Ivan in the cell during his exam while he was writing the exam. Then we have another character, that is Mr. Carter. He is detective superintendent, head superintendent. And then Mr. Bell, he is detective chief inspector. So these are their posts, detective superintendent and detective chief inspector. So their turn comes when Ivan had escaped from the prison and when the governor blamed Jackson and Stephen for it, especially Stephen. So that time he had called upon Detective Carter and Bell for investigating the matter. Now, if I tell you the story in detail in my own words, It happens in the first page of the story. When we read the first page of the story, you would see that conversation between the governor and board secretary. The board secretary that conducts exam, so they were talking on phone. And what they were talking about, they were talking about Evans, because the governor had called to the secretary of board exam. He was asking him to conduct exam for Ivan, because he learnt throughout the year. But until and unless he gives the exam, and who would approve whether he has studied or not, the board will decide, the board will approve. So he called to the secretary, and therefore they were talking. Secretary asked, what kind of that fellow is? Is he violent? And the governor said, no, he is not violent at all. Rather, he's a jolly fellow. He is very happy, very exciting, especially during the Christmas concert. He is good in singing, in music, so he's not violent. And the governor also, sorry, secretary also asked, is it any good for him to give the exam? Means whether he will make the uh, opportunity giving the exam, whether he will utilize it. So the governor says he has studied throughout the year. There was a tutor coming to teach him in the jail every day. So perhaps he will get through it. Now the secretary said, don't worry, I shall arrange everything for you in the prison. Everything for the smooth conduct of exam of Ivans in the prison. So he said, I will send the stuff, the forms, the paper, and even I would arrange uh, an invigilator from nearby monastery. So there was the monastery of the priest. There was a monastery where the Christian priest used to live. So he said, don't worry, I will arrange everything. And now the time and date of the exam was decided. They decided, the governor and the secretary, that so and so date, at this time, the exam would be conducted. So the initial started time was 8:30. Then it changes. So before the exam, in order to conduct it smoothly, the governor means the jailer, the in charge, the head of the prison in Oxford, he ordered the two officers, Jackson and Stephen, to go and check Ivan's cell, whether he is keeping any kind of weapon or any unwanted things by which he can hostage the invigilator, and he can turn this exam to be an opportunity of escape. So he sent the two prisoner, the two officer, both of them, Jackson and Stephen, early morning around 8 o'clock. They reached Ivan's cell. And Ivan did not like it, because Ivan was a criminal who had already escaped from the prison thrice. He had a bad name. He was notorious. Everybody knew him, all the policemen, and all of them were afraid if Ivan escapes from here, it would be a kind of insult on their prestige, insult on their personality. It would be a shame on all of them. So, therefore, already Ivan did not like Jackson. Ivan and Jackson, they were already enemy, because Ivan was a criminal, Jackson was a police officer. So both of them raised, and they saw that Ivan was trying to shave. So they told him to smarten himself as soon as possible, to do all his shaving and give the scissors, the blade, all kind of weapons he had. They checked everything, and they took all those scissors and razors, blades in their custody. Now, Jackson also asked him to remove his cap. He was wearing a cap. So he did not remove. He said, actually, it is a good luck for me. It is a lucky charm for me. Please allow me to keep it. So Jackson, he obliged it. Jackson allowed him to keep the cap on his head. Means they did not check his head, which was cropped. They did not know. So he had done certain decoration, certain makeup on his head. Why? It will come to know later. So both of them went, Ivan and Stephen. Now the turn of exam came. So as it was scheduled, there was also an invigilator going to come from Saint Max Monastery. So at the scheduled time, the invigilator came. Invigilator came and he was again checked in the main gate whether invigilator is bringing anything with him or not. So his suitcase was checked. He was carrying a Bible and a suitcase because he was a priest and it was a duty by the government given to him. So when his suitcase was checked, there was a magazine, church magazine. There was also scissors, paper knife, and there was also a rubber tube. Rubber tube. So Ivan, not Ivan, Jackson and Stephen, they were there. So Jackson asked him, officer asked him, what is the use of this? Why are you carrying this rubber tube? He said, I am suffering from hemorrhoid piles. I find it difficult to sit on the flat surface. Therefore, I use it for sitting. Now, the priest, the invigilator, he was checked and he was allowed to go inside and conduct the exam. So he went inside, and in the cell of Ivan, there was arranged a table, chair for Ivan, and also one chair for invigilator. So he reached there and he announced that we are going to begin the exam, and your roll number is this, your index number is this. Before this, I would also like to tell you that Ivan was given all kind of warning. Ivan was threatened. Ivan was told that you are in a very, very safe, secure cell. Don't even think of trying any unfair means, any kind of illegal ways to escape. And the governor of the jail, he wanted to ensure the safety and security of Ivan. So he had fixed receiver in Ivan's cell, mics in Ivan's cell. So whatever the conversation was going, noise going in the Ivan cell, the governor could hear it himself sitting in his own room. Now the exam time started and the invigilator announced the date, roll number, index number, everything. And Ivan was sitting, he was trying to write his answer. Then Jackson and Stephen, they were there. So after some time, Jackson went, but Stephen was there in the cell itself. And Ivan opposed it. Ivan said, if this fellow is here, how can I write? Stephen is here, you are already here. Why Stephen is? He opposed, and even the invigilator said, yes, you can go. I am here. You can leave. So Stephen went. He went outside of the cell, but there was a peephole of the main gate, and from that peephole, time to time, Stephen used to come and he used to peep. He used to look inside what Ivan was doing. So he was doing that. Ivan was giving the exam, and now there also came a phone call from the governor side to check whether everything is correct or not. Then there was even a phone call from the secretary, board secretary. So actually, it was a false call. So in the name of secretary, and he said that there is a correction slip which I have sent, which I have forgotten to send. So kindly allow me to send. So even the correction slip was sent to Ivan's prison. Now the governor was hesitated, he was frightened, he was afraid that this is a false call, any negative thing can happen, perhaps he may escape. So therefore he was keeping all eye on Ivan's only. He was very precautious, very careful. He didn't want to leave Ivan for any single minute. Exam was going on, and let me tell you this also, that the invigilator who was sitting there, actually, he was not a priest, he was Ivan's own friend. He had come in disguise of invigilator, the priest. Actually, he was Ivan's own friend, and the real invigilator was gagged and tied in his house. The real one who was supposed to come. So Ivan's had a good friends, had a good company, good companion who would help him. Even the teacher who used to come to teach him every day in the jail, he was not a teacher, but he was friend of Ivan. So Ivan was very cunning, very tricky man. It is not difficult. It was not easy for the governor to understand him. Now the exam was going on. Ivan was writing. Time to time, the governor was checking. Jackson, Stephen, they were checking through the people. Now, after some time, Ivan said that I am feeling cold. I need a blanket. So, at a moment, the Stephen doubted, but he thought that he might be feeling cold. So he gave him the blanket. Ivan was covered completely. So why he used blanket? So that he could come in the getup of McClary. So actually, the one who had come in getup of McClary, he was Ivan's own friend, and real McClary was tied in his house, and Ivan's friend who was in getup of McClary in the jail as invigilator, he had brought his dress, clothes, everything double. He wore double jacket, double cassock, double apron, double shirt, double clergy collar. So the priest, they wear the clergy collar. So is their identification that they are a priest, they are a religious man. So everything was double. And when Stephen was outside, so that fellow, the invigilator, he had removed all the things because he was wearing twice. All the things he was wearing double. He removed and gave it to Ivan. And Ivan slowly and gradually was under the blanket. Therefore, you use the blanket. He was coming into this dress. And because there was a blanket, he had covered up to here. It was not possible to identify what he was doing. And Stephen was coming time to time, keeping an eye. But perhaps when Stephen left, this time he came in get up of McClary. Now the exam over, and before the exam there was a final bell, there was a final call that after 5 minutes your exam will get over, and exam got over, and the governor called to Stephen, phone call. But actually, later on, we shall come to know that this phone call was not from the governor, but from Ivan's friend. So the governor called, actually, it was Ivan's friend. Here it is written governor called, and he said that drop the invigilator, McClary, till the main gate. So Stephen was very happy that the governor has given me some duty. I am new in the service, but still he trusts me. So exam over, and McClary went there with Stephen. He reached the main gate, and McClary left. But Stephen had noticed that earlier while coming, this fellow McClary, he was a little thick, but now he has become a little thin, and even his accent is changing, the way of speaking is changing. So he doubted a little bit. They had a few words, and then McClary went. Now Stephen came inside into his wing, and while going for a cup of tea, for a break, his conscience strike, and he thought of going and checking whether Ivan is there or not. So he went, And when he went there, he saw that Ivan, sorry, he saw that McClary was lying on the chair. He was bleeding. He was hit very badly. And now he was confused. He thought that if McClary is here, who is that person whom I dropped outside the main gate? And he thought that the person whom I dropped outside the main gate, that is Ivan. He has escaped in get up of McClary. But actually, McClary was here only on the chair. So this was done only to trick Jackson, Stephen, and even the governor. So McClary, the real McClary, I told you he was in his room, and Ivan's friend had come in get up of McClary. He took the exam, he went, and the real Ivan, who was lying on the chair, bleeding, he pretended to be McClary. He was already in the getup of McClary. Even his hair were cropped like McClary. Even the makeup getup he did like, because he was bleeding, it looked like his, and he spoke like McClary. So Stephen came, Ivan Jackson came, even the governor came, and uh, Ivan was there lying in get-up of McClary. He said, call the governor, I want to tell him. I will tell him where Evans has gone. I know where he has gone. So the governor came, and it was only his plan, it was his trick. So he told the governor that he has gone to Elsfield Way, name of the place. He has gone that way, Elsfield Way. So the governor sent his team, his policemen, in the jeep that go and search that area. And meanwhile, the governor who was sitting here, he saw that Evans was bleeding. So he, Jackson, Stephen, all of them, they helped him reaching the hospital. They called the ambulance. The ambulance came, and Ivan, who was in get up of McClary, he was sent to the hospital. But actually, later on, we come to know when it was inquired by the governor, he called after some time about finding out about McClary. So he called out, and the hospital receptionist said that no, there is no patient, there is no priest, nobody has come. He said, yes, we had sent the ambulance, but that fellow get down somewhere else. He did not reach the hospital. He got down somewhere else, he did not reach it. Now the governor was in tension, and then he had sent his team even to the McClary's house, real McClary, and the team found out that McClary was tied to a chair. He was gagged. Gagged means uske मुंह में कपड़ा बंधा हुआ था. He couldn't shout, and he was tied. And now all the picture came before the governor. The governor was baffled. He was duped. He was befooled by Ivan again. But now there was a correction slip. On the correction slip, there was the address written of Hotel Golden Lion in Chipping Norton. Chipping Norton, Hotel Golden Lion. So the governor took that slip, and he studied the map, and using his brain, his ideas, his logic, he reached the Hotel Golden Lion. So Ivan had already escaped into the Hotel Golden Lion, and he was enjoying there. He had gone for a walk, and he returned from the walk, and he saw that the receptionist who was sitting there with a blonde hair, she gave him a smile, and he went upstairs. He said that please do not disturb me, and he went upstairs. So when he went upstairs, he was surprised, shocked, seeing the governor in his hotel room. He saw that there was the governor, and the governor told him to freeze, hands up, raise your hand, don't move. Ivan did not move. He was standing there. And now, again, the conversation between Ivan and the governor goes on. So the governor asked him, tell me, how did you plan all these things? And Ivan said, it's a long story. And the governor said, I want to hear it. So he started telling everything about it, that how he arranged a tutor. Tutor who used to come to teach him in the prison was none other than his own friend. He also spoke about McClary, the invigilator, how he managed. And then governor also asked him about the blood. He said, how did you manage to carry the blood, make artificial blood? And Ivan said that actually it was a pig's blood carried in the tube. The tube, he said, is suffering from hemorrhoid. So there was blood, and it was very difficult for me because I had to mix some human blood, man's blood, so that it doesn't stick. Otherwise, pig's blood sticks. So in order to make it real, I had to mix human blood also. And then I carried it and I applied it. So now the governor got all the information from Ivan's. Ivan told him whatever. But before that, I also forgot to tell you that governor had shouted, scolded Jackson and Stephen both when he had escaped. And when the news reached to the governor was very angry at both Stephen and Jackson. And after that, he had sent for Mr. Carter and Mr. Bell. He said, go and call Mr. Carter. He will investigate the matter. And the matter was being investigated by Mr. Carter and Mr. Bell. And when the governor also told them to go to Elsfield Way, they said, we have checked, but there is no man. Perhaps he has turned his ways. And then after all this inquiry, the governor, through the correction slip, he had managed, he has used his logic and reached the Hotel Golden Lion. Now, there, after all this story, Evans was arrested. The governor arrested him and he came down. And when he came down, while he was going, he winked eye at the receptionist. So perhaps it was their gesture, sign language. He went. The governor went in his own vehicle, whereas there was a vehicle for Ivan. There was a police vehicle for Ivan. Ivan went and sat in the police jeep. Governor went also. So moving little ahead, the driver, he leaned towards Ivan and said, sir, what do you say? Which place should we move? Before that, Ivan's handcuffs, hathkadiyan, that were removed, and the driver asked him, where should we go? And now Ivan says, what about Newbury? So at this time, they go to Newbury. Before, Ivan had lied about Elsfield Way, Newbury, and the governor had sent Detective Carter, Mr. Bell, all of them. They were roaming there, but they couldn't find. But now, after running from the Golden Lion, Ivan decides to go to Newbury. And this way, he is successful in making an escape from the prison even fourth time. So this is how the story gets over. Finally, he runs to Newbury. Okay. So there's the story about Ivan Streisand O level. Understood everything? If you have not understood, you can still ask me tomorrow. See you.